Welcome everybody to How Fast Will It Go, and today we're dealing with the 2019 Rimac Concept 2. Now this has 1,887 horsepower, 1,695 pounds-feet of torque from its 120 kilowatt-hour battery, plus 4 electric motors, one at each wheel, so it's now still got all-wheel drive. And now the car weighs 3,544 pounds, can now do 0 to 60 in 1.779 seconds, 0 to 104.084 seconds, so yeah, really quick in terms of acceleration, and that is because of some of the upgrades we've given this car. It is now lighter, has slick tyres that are also wider than standard. It's lower as well, and more crucially, it now has a 4-speed drift transmission gearbox. Now, obviously, we're not going to be drifting with this car, but those extra 2 gears over the standard 2-speed gearbox does mean that this should hopefully get to a higher rate of speed at the top end. In stock form, it can do about 260 miles an hour. So yeah, with those extra 2 gears, hopefully we'll go even faster. So nonetheless, let's get out there and see what this car can do. So yeah, ballistic acceleration on this car, even in stock form, and with the upgrades I've given it, it's even faster. And yeah, really rather quite relentless in its speed as well. That's 280. Slowed down a bit now, but yeah, getting up to 280 we were there in no time at all. Well, that's 288. Can we get any more out of this? Seem to have plenty of revs left, but maybe it's just aerodynamics that are working against the car and stopping it from going any quicker. It does have that rear wing that extends upwards, which is nothing we can do about. So yeah, we'll gain speed on the downhill section that's coming up in a second, but we're unlikely to gain any, or hold it, should I say, because we're not able to gain any real speed so far outside of this 288. Yeah, I'm only capable of breaching 290 down that hill, but we're only really going to hold 288, which is still ballistically quick, all in a car that doesn't make much of a noise as well, which is just as remarkable. So yeah, 288 miles an hour. Now, that's obviously not the fastest car that we've had on this series, but it is, for electric cars, hilariously quick, and I doubt you'd find another electric car in this game that can go quite as quick as that. So yeah, 288 miles an hour puts this into 4th place, beating out the Lamborghini Diablo GTR by 1 mile an hour, beating out the Jaguar D-Type by 2 mile an hour, as well as the Porsche 917 LH, beats the McLaren F1 by 4 miles an hour, the Mercedes-Benz 300 SLR by 6 miles an hour, as well as the McLaren F1 GT and the Noble M400, which is now knocked out of the top 10. So yeah, and that is 7 mile an hour quicker than the BMW M3 GTS from the previous episode. So yeah, really quick, and as impressive as the top speed is, it's the pure acceleration up to about 280 that is the most impressive thing, because yeah, it really doesn't feel like it's slowing down at all until it hits about 280 miles an hour, and yeah, that's a high rate of speed to get up to until you start slowing down. So yeah, that is really quick, and yeah, all in a car, like I said, that makes barely any noise, and handling wise it's able to deal with that kind of speed as well, despite obviously being more than what it could do in stock form. So yeah, really quick, and yeah, unlikely to be the slowest electric car that we have on this series, and more than likely going to be the quickest that we have on this series as well, because even though the Lotus Evija, for instance, has more power than this, I feel like that has less aerodynamic properties in terms of being slippery, and I think it is, even with upgrades, slightly heavier than this. So yeah, but we will try that out as well as other electric cars on this series in the future. But nonetheless, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.